What's going on, everyone? It's time for another comedy film review. So this is one of like 18 iconic movies from the 80s and 90s I'm gonna be talking about. And we're gonna start off with Wayne's World. It was released by Paramount Pictures February 14th, 1992, and it was written by Mike Myers and starring Mike Myers as well, but also co-written by Bonnie Turner and Jerry Turner. It was produced by Lorraine Michaels and directed by Penelope Spheres, who also did The Decline of Western Civilization 1, 2, The Metal Years, and 3. And she's also done films like Suburbia, Senseless, and The Boys Next Door. It's at a box office of $183.1 million. Wayne's World is a film about young rock fan metalhead and Wayne, who has his own made his own cable access show in his basement where they do silly gags with him and his buddy Garth, played by Dana Carvey. And so it ends up being quite the big hit, and the big moguls at a TV producer comes and wants to make it a big scale production, but gets them to sign over pretty much all the rights and everything to them, and where they to the point where they have no say. So Wayne is also trying to doing his wants to do his normal routines, and he also has a love interest of a girl that's in a rock band that he finds, and basically the big executives take over it all and start interfering with their lives and their fun antics and not making it fun anymore. And it's up to Wayne and Garth to bring it back to the normal consensus and the way it should be. This is a good, entertaining comedy. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely made for the rock and metal fans. There's a lot of good stuff in it, especially if you like 80s music. There's a lot of good music in it. There's very little problems with this movie at all. A lot of it still stands real well. It has some slapsticky comedy mixed in with it, but overall it's just a really well crafted, well written comedy. The characters are really well fleshed out. Pretty much all the jokes still work and are still funny even to this day. And it's a very fun film. And for the most part, I really enjoyed this movie. Some of the singing scenes are a little odd and stuff, but for the most part, this film is really well done, and I really enjoy it, and I can relate to it a lot because I'm a metalhead as well. So, the characters and the way they deal with situations and stuff is very, very well done, and a lot of it still stands today. There's a lot of really good cameos, like Alice Cooper's in it. You got tons of others, a lot of comedians and stuff all coming in and pulling the strings and being themselves and stuff like that, and making it really entertaining and worthwhile. Besides like the odd cheesy musical number that's in it, there's really not much else that's bad about this movie. It's really well done, and I have no really other complaints, and I just really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give Wayne's World a 4.5 out of 5. If they cut out those musical numbers now, I would have gave it a 5 out of 5. But yeah, so it's a really good movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. And it may look a little dated to some people nowadays, but it's still highly entertaining. So make sure you check it out if you haven't seen it. There's a share link down below, like always. Also, link down below is my Instagram as well as post clips of films and review in the future. All my stories have the film title hashtag, something on film the hashtag, so you're aware of it. So make sure you follow me on there, and also make sure you follow me on Letterbox at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first diary right after watching the film. So yeah, follow me on one of those two platforms. Stay with the channel. Like this video, share some more people with it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. And also, if you have any other films or film franchises that you want to hear my opinions on in the future in any genre, comment those down below. Try to get to me as soon as I can, and if I can find it. Also, mention if you want me to do this, my opinions on the sequel or not, as well. And make sure you subscribe, because hopefully we find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also make sure you subscribe, because so you can catch my reviews on popular films coming out, classic films, somewhat like this, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we got a lot more comedies and iconic movies from the 80s and 90s coming up. And the next one I think I'm going to do is the action film 48 Hours. So make sure you tune in for that and watch out for all those crazy, kooky metalheads out there. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. Hopefully, the film is as good as this and iconic as this. So we'll see. I've never actually seen 48 Hours, so it's going to be an interesting one. So yeah, tune in for that one. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.